This is Earthly Stewardship, and today we're making compost. As you can see here, my buckets are already ready, prepared to start with my first mixing all the organic matter together. And I have the tarp, I have my my pitchfork, and myself. So I'm ready to go. I have my cage where I'll be housing once everything is homogenized together and mixed thoroughly. Things are hydrated and ready to go, and so am I. Oh yeah. So my first round, I'll be mixing the ratios of the different feedstock categories together, separating them into four rounds total, and I have those ratios already in my head. So yeah, I'll be adding those amounts, and so I'll be using 40 buckets total. The old trusty fork. So big pumps like these, they tend to have small porosity, especially the manures, and for one, hydration in the middle of that is going to be lacking, and then second of all, there's no air diffusion, so there's going to be no air infiltration. So a lot of these, it's probably a good idea to break them open, so you have no anaerobic pockets, and your pile will be even better. So at this point, I have everything mixed thoroughly on the first round. So I've already started to place it into the wire hardware cloth, and yeah, I guess you'll watch me do some of that. Now we got to do that 3 more times. Everybody, so this is the final product of 40 buckets. As you can see, I have my temperature gauges, one at the top, one on the side, and then one on this side. And the reason being is because I want to make sure that core is even in temperature all the way in its core, and it's going to help me make better decision making to manage my pile. So for example, in the morning time I get, on the eastern side, I get about 3 to 4 hours of sun. And then I also get a pretty hefty westerly wind majority of the time. I'm under a carport, so I am covered. But I will be placing a tarp over to make sure that there are no external influences, like mitigating those external influences on the microbial community that is going to be growing and eating all those resources. In the back there, I have like logs, which also serves as a wind barrier. And so yeah, that's my final project for biologically complete thermophilic composting. I'll be monitoring this. In the next 12 hours, I'll be taking a temperature reading and also a moisture reading, just to make sure that everything is where it needs to be. Right now, I'm sitting at around 55% moisture in this pile, and I look forward to seeing how this one turns out. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye.